Get ready to match the stars. Alan Levin, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Dolly Martin, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
What are you doing? What were you doing there, fiddling around?
A propeller.
Oh, you made a propeller?
Propeller, and
Did
it worked.
work?
Yes, it worked. That's how Leonardo da Vinci started.
That's right. He propelled himself right out of his seat, didn't he?
The only thing I'm sorry about is she didn't fly away on it.
Are you all ready, folks? You ready, Richard?
Ready.
All right. Shall we say hello to our two players, Maxine Lambeth and Jerry James? All right, Maxine.
Fine.
Maxine's the current champ. She's won $2,850. She's being challenged by Jerry. We're in the middle of round two. Are we in the middle of round two? Starting in middle of round two. Is that where we are? Are you sure?
Yeah.
My memory says we...
Yeah.
No, I guess that's right. Okay, it's 4-0, and you got to match 4 celebrities to stay in the game, 5 to win. And we'll find out how that turns out right after we find out about this. Here we are, friends. Push this little button here. And this is yours. You ready?
It's mine.
4 to tie, 5 to win. Dr. Pullum the dentist.
Dr. what?
Dr. Pullum the dentist.
Isn't that cute?
You remember reading about him in Joe Miller's... Anyway, Dr. Pullum the dentist is really kooky. When you go to him for a checkup, he says, don't bother opening your mouth. I'll check your teeth by looking in your blank. This is a goofy doctor-dentist type here. It says, don't bother opening your mouth. I'll check your teeth by looking in your blank. All right. Do not think too hard, Charles. You'll strain something and never work again.
Honey, that's been strained so long.
Charles, you've been very subdued these last few days. Is everything
No,
all
I
right?
haven't.
Yes. I don't want... Oh, you're all ready. What are you doing down there, you rotten person?
I'm not doing anything.
Yes.
What was she doing down there?
Shaving my legs is what she was doing. All right, Maxine. Dr. Pullum the dentist is really kooky. When you go to him for a checkup, he says, don't bother opening your mouth. I'll check your teeth by looking in your blank.
I've got 2 answers, but since you've got 2 ears and teeth on the side, I'm going with ears.
Ears. Okay, she says ears. She needs 4 to tie, 5 to win. All right, Alan, she's looking for ears.
She needs 4 to tie.
5 to win.
And 5 to win.
Yes, that's 10 ears altogether.
She's on her way with what?
All right, 2 ears. Brat, you give that lady some ears?
She's falling by the wayside rapidly.
Really?
I said neckline.
Don't bother to check your mouth. Don't bother opening your mouth. I'll check your teeth by
dear.
looking in your neckline.
No, they wear those little old V-necks.
Yeah,
Feet
right.
down there.
Yeah.
You thought it was Gene Rayburn.
Yes, that's right. What do you say,
I
Charles?
want a different route.
Yes.
Bank book.
Bank book. I'll check your teeth by looking in your bank book. Now, she's got to match all the remaining celebrities to stay in the game. And
My dentist always does this because he don't think I got anything in there so he can see easier. Ears.
Eon. Well, that's 2. Now, Richard, this little lady is looking for some
Explain
ears.
Charles' answer.
Well,
Can you explain Brett's?
can you explain Brett? Let's say,
If you can't say Brett, don't even answer the question.
Can I do them one at a time?
Yeah.
Yes. Should we take
Bank
Charles
book?
first? Yes. Well, you see, there is a joke.
Excuse me a second.
Ears.
Ears.
All right. That's 3.
We withdraw the question.
One more ear ties the score, and if you don't match Betty, though, Jerry James will win. All right, Betty White, you're up.
So I'm the villainous now.
You are the villainous.
I wish Brett were sitting here. I
All
would
right,
give
maybe
anything
you
if
can
Brett...
change seats
but
and show
she
your
might not
answer.
have said ears.
Yeah. You almost said nose?
Yes, I'm so glad I said ears.
Yes, I'm so glad you said it. Listen, when they screened you in the office to come in here and play the game,
I wasn't
didn't
like
they
this,
say?
I'm sorry.
Didn't they say try and get a little, excited about it and
If
pretend
they
you're
knew me,
enjoying
they would have
it?
said sit still.
All right, so we've got a tie. We'll wipe the slate clean, push the button, reveal the two tie-breaking questions, one for each. The one who scores the most will be the winner. Jerry, you make a selection.
Me, please.
All right, everybody plays the tiebreaker. William was supposed to be a judge at the Big Dog Show, but he lost the job when they found out he had blank.
What?
William was supposed to be a judge at the Big Dog Show, but he lost the job when they found out he had...
Oh, I got it. I got it. Oh, honey, every once in a while it becomes crystal clear to me.
Oh.
That's why the Lord put me on this earth. That's
All right.
the answer.
Here we go. Everybody's ready. Terry James is up now. William was supposed to be a judge at the Big Dog Show, but he lost the job when they found out he had...
Fleas.
Fleas is a good answer. Hey! Let's hear it for the fleas.
My dog has fleas.
My dog has
How do you
fleas.
I still love my answer.
What do you say? Fleas, naturally. Well, the 5-8 finally came through.
Yeah.
Listen, all dogs have fleas. Look at Betty. I said she had rabies.
Rabies. Charles, your dog has fleas.
Fleas.
Fleas. 2 for Jerry. What do you say, Dolly?
Distemper.
You say distemper.
Right,
We're putting you
darling.
on the first boat to Liverpool. What do you say, Richard?
And I'll meet you at the captain's table. Rabies.
Rabies.
Oh, it's all right when Dick says rabies. When I say rabies.
It's reasonable. Neckline and bank book for a dentist is absolutely bizarre.
That's right. You're not going to sleep tonight over
No,
there.
I'm certainly not. I'm going to talk to them.
All
Don't
right,
talk
Betty
to me.
White.
I'm not speaking to you.
This
Looking
is
for the answer, fleas.
I'm still looking for the answer, please. This is a very mangy answer.
Mange. So that's 2 for you. Now you need 2 to tie, 3 to win. Here we go. Lorenzo said to his psychiatrist, I've never felt so humiliated in my entire life. This morning, I was blanked out of clown school. That's what Lorenzo said to his psychiatrist.
What did Lorenzo do?
Lorenzo said to his psychiatrist, I've never felt so humiliated in my entire life. This morning, I was blanked out of clown school.
Does that question make sense? Tell
No,
the
it doesn't.
It
None
makes
of the questions
very good sense.
make sense. Charles.
Could I see your answer?
Charles, you mean you finally understood a question?
Yes.
This show is in a heap of trouble. If Charles finally understood a question.
We didn't meet. I'm Cedric Martin.
You, Cedric Martin.
The ticket booth is closed, but if you take this receipt to the blue counter.
Are you ready? Have you met the ingenue?
No.
You haven't. You're going to love her. Yes.
Now, she's right over there, Dolly.
That's right. Are you ready over here?
Do your clothes ever shrink?
No, my clothes never shrink.
That's nice.
You did one and he did the other one while I was talking to Charles.
You couldn't tell the difference?
Does this go on when I'm not here?
Yeah. What's that? You forgot the question?
Yeah,
Oh,
now
my,
tell
so
me
I'll read it
again.
again. Lorenzo said to his psychiatrist, I've never felt so humiliated in my entire life. This morning I was blanked out of clown school.
Kicked out.
Kicked out of clown school.
That was good.
The jury is not decided yet. Alan?
Now, this takes a little loose treatment, but given the proper looseness, this could match.
Really?
I would think it was a
We'll
match.
be the judge of that.
You'll be the judge of that? Washed.
Washed out. That's kicked out. Washed out. Well, they're not exactly alike. I
Kicked
wouldn't
out,
imagine.
washed out, same thing.
But I don't own the show, so that's the way it is. What do you say?
Want to see my tank watch?
Well, darling, I said drummed. They have drums.
Drummed out?
Drummed out is the same as washed out, kicked out,
Isn't it? Yeah.
discarded.
Okay. One more, you win the game, Maxine. Charles?
This is a terrific answer.
Yes.
Laughed out. Of
Laughed
clown.
out. That is a terrific answer. Clown was laughed out of school. Because he was a rotten clown. All right, Dolly, she's looking for kicked out of clown school.
This is what the audience do to me often. Booed out.
Booed out. No match there. She'll get you in the parking lot later. Vicious karate champ.
They're singing our song.
Richard?
Of course, wash and all that drummed may be, but I always like to match the word kicked with kick.
Kick. That wins the game. What do you have, Betty? Okay, come on down, Maxine. So there's another $100 for you. We congratulate you, and we're sorry to say goodbye to Jerry James.
That's fun.
Got a gift for you, together with our thanks for being on Match
you.
Game 75. Jerry James. All right, while he's going out, we'll spin this little commercial for you, and then you hurry right back. Here's a little lady who has $2,950 and is going to try for over $5,000 now. And if you get the 5 G's, you know what you have to do.
Okay.
All right. We polled a recent studio audience, Maxine, got their best response to this. Going blank. The answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it, $250 if you match a middle one, $100 if you match a bottom one. Whom do you call on?
Richard.
Going, gone.
Going, gone.
That wasn't my answer. Alan.
I had going my way.
Going my way, the opening card be flipped.
Brett.
What do you say, Brett?
Oh, I just think about my youth. How about going steady?
Going steady? You like that one?
Yes, going steady.
And that's one you're going to pick?
That's what I'm going to pick.
All right, it's yours. You got it, Maxine. Going steady is what she is looking for. Naturally, she hopes it's under the $500 response, but we're going to begin at the bottom as usual and reveal the $100 response. Going, gone. That was up there, given to you by Richard. Here is the $250 response. Going my way.
Oh.
All right. That was Alan Ludden's answer. Last chance for going steady. Here's the $500 response.
Kiss me. I'm crazy and embarrassed.
Would you like a little kiss? No, I'm only kidding. Listen, Maxine, you now have $3,450, and you're going to play for 10 times 500 or 5,000. Remember, you have to match one celebrity head-to-head. Which one will it be?
Brett.
Okay, Brett, get ready to write.
I like her dress.
You like her dress?
It's really a nightie.
All right. You ready?
No,
right.
but go ahead.
Turn around and face me if you would, please. Here we go. Forrest blank. F-O-R-E-S-T blank. Forrest blank. Forrest blank.
Okay.
Now she's finished. Maxine, we ask you to give us an answer, one you think will match hers. Forrest.
I'm sorry to say this, but Forest Lawn. I don't know if that's an advertisement or not.
Forest Lawn. All right, she says that'll match you for $5,000. Brett, what do you say?
Oh, I'm sorry. I said forest fire.
Forest fire. What's that?
He's right.
She's right?
Yes.
One of us is wrong here. So.
I had Tucker.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you didn't win the $5,000, but you still got your $3,450. You're going to play another game, Maxine. Let's welcome Cindy Williams. Board. I guess you two ladies know each other, don't you? Now, Cindy Williams, let's find out who you are.
Okay. I'm originally from Abilene, Texas, but for the last 4 years I've lived in Austin. I graduated from the University of Texas at Austin in July of 1974, and I've been teaching 8th grade for the last year. I teach English and journalism, Munchkins.
Did she say she was in the 8th grade or teaching the 8th grade?
Thank you. My students often ask me that question, too.
Turn up your hearing aid, Brett.
Well,
what is, now you said you teach English?
And journalism, communications.
Yeah.
I was yearbook sponsor and newspaper sponsor, photography club sponsor, you name it.
Gee,
Well, you're a busy lady, yes.
do you interview all these ladies? They're so pretty. Do you do it?
No, I never see them really until they spin out here. No, I don't.
That's your story.
No, I have
He
nothing to
calls
do with
on them
selection,
personally,
They're all
though.
very lovely. All right, Cindy, if you're ready, we'll ask you to make a selection.
Okay, A, please.
A. She wants A.
Practice.
A for Abilene.
Tell us why they say that A down there, Alan.
That's the way you talk in University of Texas.
I see.
I'm going to match her.
Okay.
Now watch.
Alan Ludden said,
Oh.
My wife Betty White treats me like a dog. For my birthday, she gave me a blank. My wife Betty treats me like a dog. For my birthday, she gave me a blank. Ready? We're just funning you.
They're just joshing you.
Yes. Splendid. Okay, Cindy Williams. Alan Ludden said, my wife Betty White treats me like a dog. For my birthday, she gave me a...
Bone?
A bone.
Gene, I don't see how a pretty University of Texas graduate like that could think that the wife of a distinguished alum like me could be given such a tacky present as that.
I don't understand it either.
But knowing the University of Texas, I said, bone.
That's a match. That's one for you.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Brett.
Alan and I are going to Hawaii. Now's the time to tell you, and you're staying home with a bone.
Okay. Charles?
Bone!
Bone. That's 2 bones. No, 3. There you go. Hey, listen, will you wake up back there? Who's ever keeping scores? He's got 3. Okay. Dolly, you're up.
Bone.
Bone. That's 4 bones. And here we come.
Do you find drinking during the day helps, Alan?
It all depends who you have to work with.
What he was saying.
Exactly, Alan.
For my birthday, she gave me a blank, and the lady said bone.
I'll choose column A, bone.
Bone! 5 bones.
I don't know how to explain this, but you see, I don't believe in giving dogs bones because sometimes it causes... Oh, pardon me, sir. I said she gave him a goodie. I'm sorry. That's what I give my dog.
You didn't match. You're the only one who didn't match.
I know it, and I'm so sorry.
Holy mackerel. Okay, Cindy, that's 5 for you. Your question comes up a little later. Right now, this for you. Here we go. All right. Ready?
Ready.
You know what you have to do?
Oh, yes.
All right, you got to
5
work
answers.
hard here. Dr. Welby said, Consuela, this lunch tastes awful. And Consuela said, that isn't your lunch, doctor. You're eating Mr. Harris's blank. You hear all that, Maxine?
Yes.
I'm not going to answer that question.
Yes, you've got to play.
No, I'm not going to play this one.
Oh, yes. You can't sit out. Consuela said this lunch tastes awful. Consuela said that isn't your lunch, doctor. You're eating Mr. Harris's blank. Okay. All right. Come on now, that's an easy one there. Marvelous
Yes, but
choices
they're
there. Amusing choices. Serious choices.
We have another category.
Yes. Charles, will you hurry up? Here we go. Maxine. Dr. Welby said, Consuela, this lunch tastes awful. And Consuela said, that isn't your lunch, doctor. You're eating Mr. Harris's blank.
Heart.
Heart.
Could have been anything.
Could have been anything, but she said heart, huh? Okay. What do you say?
Well, I was afraid of something she was going to say.
Yes.
And I didn't want to say it.
Naturally.
But I wanted to say something that would match it.
Yes.
So I said, quote, sample. End quote.
Okay. All right. Carry on. All right, troops. Brett, into the breach.
All right, my darling. Once more, eat your heart out because I said liver.
Liver. Looking for a little heart here, Charles.
I wanted to... What was his name, Mr.?
Dr. Welby.
Dr. Welby, for heaven's sake.
You're eating Mr. Harris's blank.
I wanted to keep Mr. Harrison alive, so I said appendix.
Appendix.
Parmesan.
Parmesan. Appendix Parmigiano. Ah, che bella. Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Yes.
I did think of heart, come to think of
You
it.
did
but-
think of heart?
But I didn't put it down.
What did you put down?
Because he would have died, right?
Yes.
I didn't want him to die, so I said kidney.
Kidney.
Would he have died if he'd had his kidney?
Oh, no, he'd be
No,
fine without
he'd be
kidney.
fine. You only need one kidney. He could eat one kidney. Guy wouldn't even miss it there, would he? What do you say there?
Oh, appendix a la mode.
Appendix a la mode, yeah.
Al deserto.
All right. Are you offering something special? What's in the special today?
Well, you can have... No, I will not. That's my husband do that. Liver and tonsils or liver and onions?
With a little bacon and onions fried up, okay.
I'm embarrassed.
End of round 1, 5-0, favor of Cindy Williams, our challenger. Round 2 coming up after this message. Round 2 coming up next time we all get together. We'll look forward to it, ladies. Thank you for being with us. 5-0 the score in favor of the challenger. Listen, you were all just dandy. Well,
with
everybody
one exception.
was dandy. But you're going to get worse. So.
Should I issue a formal apology?
No,
all right. Okay.
You're such a neat kid, a peachy dresser and a snappy dancer and all that.
Hey, this show is as fun to work on as it is to watch on
You watch this show at home?
Yeah, you bet.
You're the one. She watches the show at home. Gene Rayburn, Match Game 75. Join us next time. Goodbye. Bye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast. Stay tuned for musical chairs next over most of these CBS stations. Get ready to match the stars. Alan Ludden, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Dolly Martin, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 75. And now here's the star of Match Game 75, Gene Rayburn.
Hey, Gene.
That's Betty Boop, isn't it?
Gene, we should have called.
Oh, yes. Oh, well, we're twinsies.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Well, it's
Do you
my
have the
show.
same dress?
Sorry, I should have checked with the stars, shouldn't I?
You can do the show in your shirt sleeves if you like.
I see that. If I'd known.
Yes, ma'am.
I'd just like to make a little announcement. Brett is wearing the same outfit she wore Thursday.
But this time I'm wearing it with beads.
Okay, if you're all ready, we'll say hello to our two players here, Maxine Lambeth and Elaine Peake. Maxine is our current champ. She has won $9,050. Have you had a chance to adjust that idea?
Not yet.
You haven't. And she's being challenged by Elaine, who's had her first round question and didn't match anyone. And your first round question will come up in a moment or so, but right now we've got this for you. All right.
Game
Here
show
we go.
for 15 years.
There we go. Now that's for you, Maxine, your first round question. The Tidy Bowl Man said...
Love it. Oh.
Josephine the plumber is out to get me. Yesterday, she opened up the tank and threw a blank at me. That's what the Tidy Bowl Man said. Josephine the plumber is out to get me. Yesterday, she opened up the tank and threw a blank at me. Ready?
Oh,
Ready.
I have a better.
Upper tiers ready?
Love my ass.
Am I allowed to say that?
That if you want to. What are we doing over here?
Come along.
Okay, she's now finished. She changed her mind twice because she's a very exact person. Maxine, the Tidy Bowl Man said, Josephine the plumber is out to get me. Yesterday she opened up the tank and threw a blank at me.
Plunger.
A plunger. She say plunger. What do you say?
She's the champ, isn't she?
Yep.
You know why?
Why?
Because she's smart.
She says plunger. All right. Okay, Brett, you're up. That's one for her.
I didn't want any cleansers coming my way, so I did not say can of comet. I just said a comet.
Comet, okay. No
I
plug.
don't like to clean. Don't send me anything, folks.
All right. Charles. What have you got? Charles, you have a medal.
Yes, I'm wearing a medal from the Television Academy.
Is that a medal
It's for the FSNTBWGBA Award.
What is the SFNWGBA award?
For sitting next to Brett without going bananas.
You were bananas long before you sat next to me, darling.
He's even wearing one around his neck today. Okay, Dolly, you're up.
I said toilet roll.
Really?
That's nice, dear.
Flush it down that little hole there.
Flush it down.
Okay.
What was the question? What was the question again?
Yeah, Josephine, the plumber's out to get me. Yesterday, she opened up the tank and threw a blank at me.
He's in a boat, isn't he? That
He's in a little
devil?
boat in the tank.
Plunger won't get you.
No.
What's the way you really sink it? You toss an anchor in there.
Toss an anchor. Boom. Down to the Jeep. There he goes.
The thing is to match her.
Yes.
Look at that. Did you see Betty's lips move when he spoke?
All right, Betty, your turn.
These may not match, but Brett and I believe in playing clean. Can of Comet.
Can of Comet. Okay. So that's 2 for you. That's the end of round 1. 2-0 to score in favor of the champ. Elaine, please make a selection.
I'll have a B this time.
B it is for you. Everybody plays. The tuba player said. I don't think
I may be crazy, but I'm not deaf. I can read. You don't have to have me read lips.
Well, I want you to understand it correctly. The tuba player said, I don't think the new conductor likes me. In the middle of my solo, he started blanking in my tuba.
What'd you say, dear?
He says, I knew you'd ask me again. I don't think the new conductor likes me. In the middle of my solo, he started blanking in my tuba.
How far was the tuba from the conductor?
And what was the trajectory?
The tuba player said.
How old was the conductor?
I think
it's all those strings to get across.
In the middle of my solo, he started blanking in my tuba.
That's good, Betty. That's good. Just put it in the slot there. You're all ready. Yes.
I changed my mind.
You did. Well, that's a woman's prerogative.
Does that mean
That is a sexist remark.
you leave him alone?
Brett, would you finish your okay?
It's just how you handle her.
Here we go to Elaine Pete. The tuba player said, I don't think the new conductor likes me. In the middle of my solo, he started blanking in my tuba.
Tinkling.
Let's see. In a symphony orchestra,
Margaret Ferguson is going to be very surprised.
violins are here, the cellos are there, the drums are up there, and the tubas are way back there. No, I don't believe it.
Even with my medal, he couldn't do
No.
it.
What do you say there?
Can I just skip this whole thing?
No. You got to show and tell. Those are the rules.
Okay, it's not any better than tinkling. It's just a little bit worse than tinkling because it's no more logical. I said blowing because I couldn't think of anything else.
In the middle of my solo, he started blowing in my tuba. Well, all
I
together.
deserve that.
Thank you.
Do you want to see my tank watch?
He got his tank watch from the Tidy Bowl man in the tank. What do you say?
Alan told me that if I was nice to him, he'd let me wear his tank watch.
Oh, really?
So I was, and he didn't. My children have a wonderful word they use constantly, and then they are sent to their rooms. Barfing.
Barfing. Started barfing in my tuba.
Now, why do they applaud that? It's just as wrong as
Crazy
mine.
about me, that's why.
That's right. They're your people, aren't they? Okay, Charles, are your constituents here?
Gene, I chose a lovely answer, eating lunch.
Delicately put. Splendid, yes. Now, what do you say, little girl?
I was I was going to say, I said something, right?
Yeah, right.
Which was, this is a better word instead of what I said. I don't know what it means, but Richard told me what it means, and this is what it is.
Expectorate.
Expectorate. Oh,
Which
yes,
is,
good.
yeah. I said the other.
You didn't want to say spitting, is that it?
That's it.
You didn't want to say spitting?
Well, no, I didn't know if it was correct, so I asked.
Expectorate's a very good word.
Richard.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Now, may we see yours? In the middle of my solo, he started blanking in my tuba.
Does your name Tinkling mean anything?
One for Elaine. Okay.
I believe we'll have to have a meeting. I think we'll have to have a meeting.
You and me have a meeting in my dressing room.
All right. We'll discuss this at great length because I think it may be a match. Pouring water.
No. So, Maxine wins the game. Congratulations. That's another $100 for you. Well, Elaine, I'm sorry to see you go. It was a pleasure meeting you.
I enjoyed it very much.
Thank you, and we've got a gift for you together with our thanks for being on Match Game 75. Goodbye. While we spin her off. Why? How many times do I have to tell you? I don't like long goodbyes. Here's a little message for you. Goodbye. Fade to black. Turn off the lights. Here we are, just standing around waiting for you to return. Now that you've come back, Maxine, who has $9,150, is going to try for another $5,000. Ready?
I'm ready.
We polled a recent studio audience, got their best response to this. Blank your hands. The answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it, then $250 for the middle, and $100 for the bottom one. Whom do you call on?
Richard.
What do you say, Rich?
Clap your hands.
Clap your hands. Okay, there's one.
Alan.
Alan?
Kiss your hand.
Kiss your hand.
Not yours. Not. This shows bananas. I may do it. Not yet.
All right, one more.
I haven't tried Betty yet.
I've tried Betty. Little joke there, that's all. Just funny.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. So now you got wash your hands.
Oh, it's hands.
Clap your hands.
We couldn't see the S.
We couldn't see the S.
I couldn't either. Did I say clap your hand at the beginning?
Yes, you did.
Well, then I misled you. I couldn't see the S either. But anyway, those are the answers. Clap your hands, wash your hands, and what was the other one? Kiss your hands.
My first instinct was wash, so I'm going to go with wash.
Yes. Mother always said wash your hands. Okay. That's the one we're looking for, and of course she hopes it's under the $500 response, but we'll begin at the bottom and reveal, if you would please, sir, the $100 response. Raise your hands. All right, not there. Looking for wash your hands, here's the $250 response. Clap your hands. Well, we're getting close. Last chance for wash your hands. Here's the $500 response. Congratulations, my dear. Now you're up to $9,650. You're going to play for 10 times the 500. Another $5,000 at stake here. You got to match one celebrity head-to-head. Which one will it be?
Richard.
Richard.
3 times a charm, right?
What's that?
3 times is a charm.
Really? Okay. You face me if you would, Maxine. If you win this, you know what you have to do. You ready with the belly dancing music?
Belly dance.
All right.
That's the trouble.
Worth $5,000, and it goes like this. Thomas blank. Thomas blank. Thomas blank. He's finished. Now, Maxine, we need a response from you which you think will match his. What do you say to that? Thomas?
Edison.
Edison. Okay. Richard, she says Thomas Edison matches you for $5,000. What do you say to that?
What did he invent?
What's that? He invented the electric light, bulb, and the gramophone, and the stock ticker, and all kinds of peachy things.
Unfortunately, I have pain here. No, I have Edison.
She promised she'd dance for us if she won the $5,000, so may we hear the belly dancing music? $5,000 card. You now have a total of $14,650, and we have this message for you. 1,000. All right. Now we're going to ready to start a game. Are you ready to start a game?
Ready.
Here's a new player, Barbara Guy. Hello, Barbara. You know Maxine, right?
Yes.
Now, tell us a Barbara Guy story, if you would, please.
I'm married, and I've got 4 kids.
4?
Mine, his, and ours.
I see.
And I like to water ski, and I love plants.
And you like plants?
Plants, uh-huh.
All right. You have a green thumb?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Nothing to be ashamed of to have a green thumb, is it? No. All right, Barbara, if you're ready, I'll ask you to make a selection.
B, please.
B for Barbara. Here we go. The passenger said, on the airplane, the movie projector broke down.
Yeah.
So, the pilot came out of the cockpit and showed us his blank. That's what it says.
I was on that flight.
We guys are getting weirder every day, you know that. Joe, we're going to get you on camera someday.
Honey, you're going to have to read it because it's got a little complicated.
The passenger said on the airplane the movie projector broke down, so the pilot came out of the cockpit and showed us his blank.
Somebody stole my,
Somebody stole my gal.
You know, I've enjoyed sitting next to her so much this week that I gave her my tank watch.
Look at that.
Oh.
Eat your heart out, Betty.
Can we have a
That was 2 days
tight
ago.
shot of the tank watch, which really is a handsome gift.
That's a lovely picture.
Which Alan got.
It's like an arrest at a riot.
Not his anymore. No, I'm on my
Mark Goodson gave him that on the last day of Password, which we played recently.
This is a bicycle watch. Used by bicyclists during World War I when they were run over by gentlemen in tanks. That lousy watch.
Dad, are you slowing down in your old age?
Don't you say old
time
age to me. No, it's a long answer, dear.
All right, Barbara, if you're ready. The passenger said, on the airplane, the movie projector broke down. So the pilot came out of the cockpit and showed us his blank.
Okay, I can't think of anything. I'll say... I would say...
What would you say, Barbara?
I will say his... the dashboard thing?
His dashboard.
Well, whatever that is.
His instruments.
That's it.
His instruments.
Yes.
Okay. Anything to say, Barbara?
Okay.
All right.
I wonder if she has any children. She took so long to give any kind of answer.
I think you put that in her mouth somewhat, but it was...
No. No, but I knew what she wanted.
The dashboard.
Yeah.
The instruments.
Right, the instrument panel.
Had nothing to do at all with what I thought of. I thought he'd come out and show his snapshots.
That's a good idea. Sure. So we don't have any movies, but I got some snapshots here of my family. Here we go, Brett.
He came out, and that's why it took me so long, sweetheart, showed his pics of his wife and children.
Equally boring. Yes, Charles.
You told him it was a good answer, just because he shortened it up.
No, because when you wear the same suit, what else you gonna say? I said close, maps.
Maps. All right. She says the pilot came out of the cockpit and showed us his instrument panel.
I said he showed his map plan or navigation thing.
Oh, holy mackerel.
You know?
Can you show your navigation thing?
Not on television.
As long as you have a
if you're a
direction
pilot.
finder, yes.
That's right. Now, wait a minute. I'm an aerial navigator. That's a sextant. But
I'll
Be
say.
that as it may,
May we see yours?
it was a very cheap airline.
Yes, out of the cockpit.
Pilot was a wino.
Oh, he was.
Projector broke down, came out and showed his tattoo.
Well, it's a picture, isn't it?
Yes,
it is a picture. Yes, hello, Betty White, honey.
Well, speaking of pictures, the projector broke down. The pilot came out and showed us his shorts. They're doing that on short subjects. Yes.
So, Barbara, no matches for you in your first round. Your first round question will come along right after this message comes your way. Ladies, we're out of time. And we'll look forward to seeing you next time. We're in the middle of round one, and we'll come back to you. Now, what did you want to say?
Well, this is for Dick because he does the nose on the microphone trick. You want to see it?
Yes.
This is for Dick, okay?
Is that it?
That's it.
That's it. Okay.
That's for Dick.
That's for
We
special.
should point out that was for Dick Martin, not me. I don't want to be
Yes, you're
involved.
wearing the medal now.
Oh, yeah, this is a different medal. It's the FWB WSJO DTCANGB medal.
What does that mean?
That's for watching Betty White strip Johnny Olson during the commercial and not going bananas.
Next time we get together, these are the celebrities we'll have.
Gary Berghoff, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Brenda Dixon, Richard Dawson, and Patty Dorf.
Join us next time. Match Game 75. Goodbye.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 75. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast.